Good morning.
Peace and blessing, beautiful sister. So glad to be here with you and our
Welcome
new
into the
family.
space. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, sister. How
Welcome.
you doing this morning?
Give thanks. It's good to see you. Morning blessings to everyone coming into the space. Yes, we're gonna really have a woo morning today. Woo morning. Step on into the space. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that time that the universe just surprised you with its mystical powers. All right. Woo morning. Woo morning. Woo morning, everyone.
Good
Step on
morning.
into the woo space. I'm looking forward to a really good conversation today about mystical and magical occurrences that we have been witnesses to. So I'm excited to hear, because this is going to be a space where we all share about that time that the universe really like surprises us. It's like, what? This stuff is really true. Like, what? How did that happen? So I'm excited to hear about it. We're gonna all talk today.
It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke.
Okay, hello.
Stay
Wait a
woke.
minute. So that whole
Stay
time I
woke.
wasn't being.
It's time to get up.
Going on mute.
We're healing.
Can you hear me?
We're dealing. We're
Yes, right to the
growing.
left, sister. Please.
Together,
Okay, for some reason
together,
it kept flipping
I am
on.
muting you. Swipe to the left. You can hear the song.
We're moving together, together, we're learning, discerning, we're striving together, together, we're leading, connecting, transforming together, together.
All right, unmute.
Yes. Woo morning, family. I'm so happy that you joined me here today. I am Sista Zaraya, Minister of Joy. And today I am going to facilitate a conversation about mystical occurrences, experiences, actually personal ones. That we have personal, like that time I want to talk about, like that time in your life when maybe you said a prayer and you said it and you wanted it, but you were really shocked when it just manifested. Or that time where you made a wish, maybe on a birthday cake, and it came true. Or that time just any time where you may have had something happen that you wanted, but really wasn't maybe all the way expecting, or just was shocked that it happened. So my question is to the group, have you ever had something in your life occur that surprised you that way? That you put it out there and it came to you, or just anything that was mystical or magical that made you just stop and go, wow, that you, not that you heard of, but that you have experienced. But if you want to share about one that you heard of, there may be one in your family line, or like, yeah, like so maybe a story that your parents told you, or an aunt told you, or things like that, or maybe something that you witnessed in your community, or maybe a legend in your community, like well, maybe something that happened that everyone in the community witnessed and talks about. So my question is, Have you ever been a witness to a mystical, magical, surprising experience or manifestation?
Wonderful question, sister. We have Z with a hand raised who's excited to share with us. So Z, please come off mute and share.
Good morning, my purple
You
sister
picked that up,
Z.
my John, and I'm excited to share. Good morning, beloved, beloved, beloved. How are you?
I feel good to see you. This is my purple sister.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I've been blessed to have several experiences like that.
Ooh.
The most recent was my birthday last year. I've talked about it before because it still boggles my mind and probably will for the rest of my life. In January of last year, I was having a conversation with elder that I work with, Queen Mother Blakely. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but she travels back and forth to the continent fairly regularly. And she was going to be in Senegal for a conference in June. And I asked her when in June, and she said, and the dates that she covered included my birthday, which is Juneteenth. And she said, oh, and we're going to be on Goree Island on Juneteenth. And I just stared at her for a while. And she was like, what's the matter with you? And I said, so I would really love to be on that trip because you remember that my birthday is Juneteenth. What could be more special than being on Goree Island for Juneteenth, my birthday? She said, we'll make that happen. And then I forgot all about it. I mean, it was in the back of my mind, but I really didn't think any more about it because I knew I didn't have the money to make that happen. I didn't know anybody who had the money to help me make that happen. I put it away and forgot about it. At the beginning of June, we're talking and she says, so you ready to go? I'm like, go where? She said, didn't you say you wanted to be on Goree Island for your birthday? I was like, yeah. And she said, so we have to make that happen. I was like, how? She said, don't worry about that. You said it, we need to make it happen. It's not in our control. You released it. All we got to do is follow where we're guided. It was an extremely challenging trip. Like we went all the way around the world to get to where we were trying to go. But I was on Goree Island for my birthday, Juneteenth, last year. I can't tell you how it happened, except it was supposed to happen.
You still can't tell us how it happened.
You know? I'll probably never be able to tell you how it happened.
Wow. So my question is to you is that when you actually saw yourself on the plane, like what was going on through your head?
My head was, I was in a state of awe, wonder, and disbelief. It was just the entire trip. I was also blessed during that trip to go to Cuba. The conference that we went for was phenomenal. The entire trip was phenomenal. And the most phenomenal part of it was that I was on Goree Island for my birthday. That was the most incredible thing.
And it was only because it was in your heart and you let it out through your mouth. And it just,
Absolutely.
You wasn't even expecting it to manifest.
No.
So you didn't shake a ray.
Nope.
You didn't light a candle. You didn't do a dance. You just.
I said I would really like to do that. And then I let it go.
Wow.
I completely forgot. I literally forgot about it. You know?
And that wasn't even a small wish. Like, oh man, I wish, that was like crazy. Thousands of dollars involved in it. Thousands of dollars that you didn't even have.
Yep.
The universe is like that, isn't it? It's like that. And that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I remember one time, I was missing a friend. I hadn't seen her in years, actually. Years. She was a high school friend. This is way after high school, though. And I was like, wow, I remember because I was walking downtown, like around Nevins. And her family lived in Fort Greene, which is not too far from downtown Brooklyn. And I didn't know, I didn't have a number for her anymore, a number, because the family had changed their number a long time ago. I think this is before everyone had, no, yeah, no, yeah. So the family had changed their number a long time ago. I had no current number for her. I had no cell phone number for her because we didn't have cell phones in high school. So this is like way after high school. So I just I knew her number by heart because in high school you always would dial a number. We didn't have all of this now. So I still knew her number all those years. And I was walking downtown, I was having this memory. I remember when me and Maggie, we used to have so much fun. We used to, cut school, we did this, we did that, just thinking. And I said, boy, I sure hope she's okay. I really do miss her. And the missing her made me pick my phone up just to see if I still remember her number. And I just dialed her number, knowing that she wasn't going to answer the phone, right? Because didn't have that number anymore. And I just, put the phone down. I kept walking, and eventually I had walked myself into McDonald's, right? And I sat down by the window, the big McDonald's on Nevins, and I looked out the window. And when I looked out the window, I'm like, what the? Yo, that looks like Maggie, yo. And I'm looking, I said, oh my, I'm telling you, the shock. I nearly had, oh, is that Maggie? Oh my God, that's Maggie. I was so, like, my mind was so blown. I'm knocking on the window. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I left everything. I ran outside. I was like, Maggie! Like how Steely and her sister was calling each other. And they were like, Steely! I was like, Maggie! Oh my God, Maggie, Maggie. And Maggie's like, and we just embraced it. I had not seen Maggie in years, years. Okay, so that just blew my mind. I like dialed a number that didn't even work anymore. Hadn't seen Maggie in years, and I dialed Maggie, and Maggie shows up. Yo, I was so freaked out and so joyful and so grateful and so happy and so surprised and so shocked. So that was one of my magical, mystical, unexpected experiences that have occurred in my life. And I would love to open it up to hear of someone else who would like to share
Yes,
with us.
we do have someone else who is willing to share, and that is Teresa. Teresa, please come into the room.
Peace and blessing, family. I was going to share something else, but something came to me. I remember when I went to the hospital one time, and my brother was there. They were telling me that they were telling my brother, she's gone. She's not going to make it. And I was yelling. I was like, "Use a damn lie. I'm here. I'm not leaving. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here." And then the next thing I know, I came back. I was able, and I woke back up. And so I remember the reason why I said that is because I was told that I was not going to live past 16. And I am going to be 65 next year. So when you talk about something mystical and all the stuff that I'm going through, and I'm still here laughing and happy and having a good time, it's like, woo-hoo! It's like one of them kind of moments. And so I'm just grateful to be alive. That's what's mystical, because it doesn't matter what you go through. It's like you don't even know how the universe, God, gonna have you showing up, and I'm showing up today, and I'm happy to show up, and I'm grateful for this. I'm excited, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Now, it doesn't get more magical than that. Doctors telling you one thing, and then you declaring life for yourself.
What was so funny? They couldn't hear me. They couldn't hear me. They were saying she's going. I said, no, I'm not. Use a damn lie. I ain't going nowhere. That was so funny.
Wow. In your mind, you was just letting them know it's a lie.
I was, sister. I kept on yelling, I'm here. I'm not going. You know, my brother was screaming all like, I'm here. Don't listen to what they telling you. Next thing I know, I came back. So, you know, listen, I forgot about that. So just now, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. That just gives me a whole nother look at life. You know, it's like I was in class and the class was saying that your breakdowns are the better thing. And so when I could use that as a thing when I'm thinking about having a breakdown, that girl, look what you came back from. So there ain't got nothing to be concerned about because I was gone and now I'm back here. So it's like I've been here for a long time. Long time.
They declared death and you declared life. Mm, wow.
Sister, we have a written share I'd like to share with you from Facebook.
Oh yeah. Wow. I just was soaked in that moment of Teresa. Like I just needed a moment. Like they think you're gone and you are screaming life while they are over you crying. That sounds like a whole movie. Yes, I'm open. Yes, Brother John.
Yes. This comment comes from Harlan Jujutsu, who says, years ago, I prayed for a sign to show me what to do next. The afternoon of the same day, I received a phone call asking me to take on a position that I had never thought of for myself. And Shawnee says, you are so animated, sister. I love it.
Oh wow. Wait, but I wanted to hear so much about that experience, but okay. It's on Facebook. All right. Got it. Got it.
Just a sec. They did share a bit more. So let me see if I can drop this in. But there may need to be a little bit more elaboration. So I'm dropping it in. I'll read it. So Harlem Jujutsu said, I didn't want to do what came. My friend said, God answered you. You can't ignore the creator because you don't like the answer. I did take the position.
Hmm. Wow. So she asked for the position. It came and then she got nervous. Or he. Sorry. Might have been a he or she.
Right, exactly.
Ooh. Okay, I see something about a vision board that things off of the vision board manifested. I need some support with that. About because I have put my vision board together. I don't know what's going on, but tell me a little bit more about that. Was that Sister Ambimbola?
Yeah. You want to speak, Abimbola? There we go.
Yes.
Good morning.
Peace. How y'all doing? Y'all have to forgive me. Just got out the hospital, so I'm kind of weak.
Ooh,
But
welcome.
I created my vision board. Like generally, I do it in December or January, and I have my vision board on my on the wall in front of my altar, and I pray every day, and I look at my vision board, and so one great example, I took a leap of faith and decided to get some dental implants. And they were very expensive. And I didn't know how I was going to pay for them. And I prayed and asked for a door to open up to make it possible to help me pay for these implants. And 2 days later, one of my dear sister friends sent out a group text that she was looking for someone to work part-time for the holiday at her business. And I was like, wow, Abimbola, you put it out there, you prayed. So this came to you. So I called her and she was like, Sister Abimbola, I'm surprised to hear from you. And I said, well, I took a leap of faith and blah, 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 blah.
And next thing you know, I was working with her and my $22,000 dental implants are paid for. So that's a perfect example of manifestation.
Yes, it is.
And on my vision board, I put my little asterisk by the things that I accomplished. And one other thing is I had transmission problems with my car. And I put on my vision board that I needed a newer car. Or, I put a picture of a car and I need a newer car. And then I was swimming and Spirit said, get that transmission rebuilt. And I did some research and now I have a rebuilt transmission and I'm riding in the sunset. So, it is real. And that's on my vision board. That was on my vision board. And I'm complete. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. So
Mhm.
I have a question. When something on your vision board manifests, such as the phone call that you received, when you actually see the manifestation, are you like, yeah, just like I expected, or are you shocked, taken back? Like, what is going on when you actually see the manifestation of something that you wanted occur?
Well, I give thanks and I go into prayer mode and I just give thanks and praises that it's a reality. It has worked. It has happened. And that's what I do. I just give thanks to the Most High. So, I mean, it's a feeling of accomplishment. And I know that if there's something I desire, I know how to make it manifest by putting it out there in the universe and praying on it and then giving thanks and more thanks. So that's how I receive it.
Okay, so I like that. So vision board is one of the ways that you use to get clarity on what you want to manifest.
That's right.
That's
Yes.
your number one tool. That's your number one tool.
One of them, yes, yes. And I've been doing this here for the last 10 years now.
Mhm.
And
You
each year, like when whatever is not, what has not manifested, I carry it over to the new vision board when I create it. And then I put other things on. I take the things off that manifested. So that's how I do it. Yes.
and you said after it manifests, then you usually put a little asterisk next to each thing. Say, okay,
E-
done.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
you give thanks and praises and you say done.
Yes.
Ah, got you. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Sister Mbimbola. That's very encouraging for me because I'm gonna start working back on I used to use a vision board and then I stopped. So I think I'm gonna pick that back up to get more clarity. Um, I'm gonna share another little
Wait one second. I'm sorry, sis. We have a hand. Catherine has her hand up. Do you want to go
Oh
get
yeah.
her?
Oh
Sure.
yeah. Come on in, Catherine. Good morning, sis.
Grand Rising, peace and blessings to everyone in the community, family. So, back in 2017, I was exhausted from taking care of my spouse who was battling cancer. And so I was his caregiver. And during that time, my son had gotten a new job doing something with the airlines, which afforded me to get on the plane without paying, right? So then I ran into a friend who had similar issues with her spouse. So, you know, we were talking and encouraging each other. And she had an assignment in Hawaii. And she usually takes her daughter with her because she can take somebody with her. And she usually takes her daughter, but she didn't have the money to take her daughter. So she invited me to go. So I didn't have to pay for the room and I didn't have to pay for the plane. All I needed to do was get somebody, you know, to look after my husband while I was going. Now, mind you, he was in the nursing home at this time. So I just needed somebody to go to the nursing home and do what I did, you know, wash his clothes and make sure he was good. And the sister that I know in the Bronx, she did that. So I was able to go to Hawaii without paying for an airplane ticket, without paying for the room, and really, really having a good time. My only requirement was that I had to, you know, put a couple of hours in working with the organization she went with, which was fine because that's what I love, you know, talking to people. So that was, to me, it was magical. And since then, I wake up expecting a miracle and magical in my life. And I've been listening to a recording where it's saying, to get a hold of the feeling of what the feeling is. And that's what I was hearing when you were asking someone about what did you feel, you know, when it happened, when it actually manifested. I'm being trained right now to get the feeling first, right? And then allow the magic and the manifestation to chase and follow and catch you. It's not me catching, it's not me chasing anything. It's now like, you know, money's just dropping all over the place. I'm a magnet for money, and money is chasing me. My glory, my majesty and wonderfulness of my life, it's chasing me. I'm not chasing it. I'm just showing up with the excitement. Like when John Carl felt Z's excitement, I was like, I'm jumping on that. So I got excited from that excitement, and I'm gonna stay excited. You know, I'm going to keep moving on with that feeling of excitement, expectation that I am actually worthy of these things to happen to me. That's for me. That's what I'm learning. It's like, okay, am I worthy of it? Yes, of course. Of course. I'm a gift. I'm a gift to the creation by the creator. So I am worthy. So I every day I wake up holding on to that, and I want to continue with that. That's one of the things that I want to continue. That's one of the things that I am continuing with in my life right now, is grabbing onto the excitement, being happy. The baby next door was outside, just started walking, and he's happy. I'm jumping on that excitement. I'm just staying excited. Nothing short of, you know, nothing short of nothing. The sky will be my limit to what I receive, because that's where I'm going. That's what I'm not boxing the universe in. I'm not boxing God in, and I'm jumping out of the box so that we can be all working together, if you can understand what I'm saying.
I do. Wow. So allowing that feeling, recognize, first of all, connecting with the feeling is what I heard.
Right.
Connecting with the feeling, which means that it can be inspired from other people feeling it. So maybe this how it's translated to me, what you just said, or how I'm going to utilize it. So even if I might not have that feeling at the moment, somebody else may have that feeling, or maybe showing that feeling. I could take on that. Like you said, you saw a child, the child was happy, and you said, "Oh, I'm jumping on that." Z's feeling that. Oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna take some of that. So that's what I'm hearing. That when you see it in the universe, just the excitement and anticipation and joy and possibility, that you link into it. You just link right in. Oh, okay. We dancing over there. We feeling good. I'll have some of that.
It's
Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Yeah, and training, yes, I believe so. And training myself, my inner self, to be in that state, because that brings healing of itself. Think about it. Like sadness and depression brings on sickness, right? So if I get happy, excited, and stay high vibrational. And that brings a healing to the body. So if the low vibration is inviting sickness, then the high vibration can invite healing. Yeah. So if I condition my body to be in that state of accepting and receiving and excitement and high vibration, that's a win-win for me. That's a win-win for me. So, I mean, I watched the news last night and I was like, I was getting a little downtrodden. I was like, whoop, I had to turn that off and turn on some music, some sounds, how we do the clearing and beat a tree. So I put on some sounds to get out of that. And so when I wake up and then hear this excitement with Z, I was like, I gotta jump on that. I gotta get up. So that's what I want to say. And I extend that to the community. Explore how you feel when you get excited, when you're happy. And not for me, my body works better with happiness and excitement and hope and positivity and love. So that's what I'm doing in this season of my wonderful, eventful life. And with that, I'm complete.
Wake up and expect some magic. All right. I love it. Woo! I love the way we manifesting plane rides up in this woo space. Shoot, I love that. We getting on some planes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that share. I learned a lot from that share just now. To stay connected with the feeling. And for me, this is what I heard. If I'm feeling like I can't manifest that feeling on my own, seek it and link into it. Yeah. And so I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one with me. So is there anything that we should be reading out in the chat? If not, I'll share.
Yes, sister. There's a comment here from Jacqueline, and I'm gonna read it to you. Jacqueline tends to write stories in the comments, but I'm excited to read this one.
I'll read it if you want me to.
Okay.
Jacqueline,
Yeah.
beautiful comment. It's always great to hear the story from the author's mouth. So please
For
share.
real.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, sister. It's not what man says, it's what God says. Recently, I had put my name in to be a member of the town's planning board. I did not expect to be chosen because my town tends to be, quote unquote, conservative. But I got the call in the 0 hour on Sunday night to be sworn in on Monday. So now I'm the first Black woman to serve on my town's planning board. I was always afraid to try for things like that because I did not expect to win. Now I expect that I will get what I say I will get, and it's happening. Declaration, action, and faith. That's the lesson that I've taken from this. And I want to thank you all this morning for the energy that you're putting into me, because I've been feeling sad lately and I didn't understand. But we're all moving in this higher vibration. Something's really happening vibrationally in the earth, in the world. And I'm moving in that space, and it's like sucking me up into the vortex. And I'm happy to be there, and I'm happy to be here with you all. And I'm complete. Thank you.
All right, I love it. Let's get sucked up into this vortex, everyone. Into this vortex of magic. I love that language. Let's get sucked up in the vortex of this magic. Congratulations on being the first person to bring that African sauce to this community that you're in right now, and all that you're going to manifest over there. You're going to do amazing. They're never going to see anything like this before. I know you're about to blow their minds.
They haven't.
You're about to do it.
They don't have this energy yet.
Yeah, they're about to get some sauce. They're about to get some hot sauce. All kind of seasoning is about to go on. Yeah, I can't wait to hear about it. More stuff about it and what you're going to be manifesting. Do you have any ideas of things that you want to manifest there already, or are you kind of going with the flow?
Oh yeah, they have no idea. I want to have this town declared a historical landmark so we could stop the encroachment upon the town by a community that will devour us if we're not careful. Yes, and that's
it's on like popcorn, sis.
That's all I can say. I'm sworn not to talk about it.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna send you some energy. Woo! Woo! Make it happen.
Woohoo!
All right. I'm gonna share another little story of a manifestation that happened to me one time. And this was, I need some new man. I'm talking about all these old manifestations, but they did blow my mind. But this was wow, this was before before everyone had access to, maybe some people had computers. I did not at this time. Because it's a while back. And I remember I had been listening to an album, a vinyl album of oh my gosh, her name just escaped me, which is crazy. I'm having a little brain fog right now. I know the story, but the artist for some reason escaped me. Billie Holiday, that's who it was, Billie Holiday. So I was playing a Billie Holiday vinyl that I had gotten from a thrift store, and I was playing it over and over and over again. I was just, and I just was connecting with Billie Holiday, and I said, I know there has to be a Billie Holiday biography out there. I said, I need to find out if there's if her biography is written, or even if she wrote the autobiography or a biography. I really want to know more about Billie Holiday. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Anyway, that same day, I was leaving the house on my way to wherever. I don't remember if it was school or work or whatever. I was on an errand. And as I was walking toward that errand, I was running a little bit late, but I had walked past this big garbage pile of stuff. I walked past it and I said, wow, I'm running a little bit late. But I realized I left something at home that I needed. And I was fussing with myself. Should I go home or should I just keep going about my business? I said, you know what? You're going to need it. Go back home. I went back home. And as I was walking that same pile of garbage that I passed, something said, look by the garbage. And I looked by the garbage, and sure enough, was a beautiful copy of the biography. Got it. It was a beautiful copy of the biography of Billie Holiday. I had just had the thought that I wanted to read a book or look about getting a book, and the book was sitting here in the garbage in perfect condition. So, I just reached on in the garbage because I ain't scared to do that, dust it off, and I just stood there shaking. I was shaking I remember I just looked up and I was like, how is this possible? How is this possible? That I guess I'm supposed to read this book because it came straight to me. So that's another manifestation that I wanted to share. And I'm complete with that. All right. So I know the time. We're going on 8 o'clock now. How close are we to 8? I have no clue. Oh, no, we still got time. Is there anything in the chat? Yeah, I spoken to the ear girl. I was shocked like that. I had to just look up and wow, it just really gave me that feeling of how is this possible? It felt like it just dropped from nowhere, because earlier that day I made the statement, and just a couple hours later the book just appears before me. So yeah, it really did blow my mind. So John Carl, is there anything we need to read out? Let me see. Oh, today's a 30-minute session. Oh, today's Wednesday. Doing okay.
Your excitement is contagious, sister. And yes, there are quite a few conversations going on in the chat. A lot of comments regarding the energy here and the manifestations that are being shared with us this morning. I see a last comment there. I think Shawnee is at Catherine, where it says, feelings give us access to information that we need for the navigation of our lives and our relationships. Sometimes we are not grounded in reality, and we can learn about what we need to know to address what's stirring within?
Yeah, I want to give context.
Yes.
So earlier, I think it was Catherine. I mean, I'm sorry, not Catherine, Jacqueline Jax that was sharing about her feeling states, and I was saying that feelings are informants. You know how you with the police, there's informants that give up information, and I was saying feelings are informants, and Catherine said, "What do you mean? Say more." And so I said more. That the feelings are access to information, but we have to be mindful that sometimes we feel things based on false information. And I would say we miss the magic and the mystical aspects of life when our feelings misinform us and have us run from the mystical and the magic and the information that the universe is trying to give to us. So feelings are a conduit, I believe, for mystical and magical, but you have to be grounded and clear about what they're trying to tell you so you can get what you need to get and hear what you need to hear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shawnee. I really heard that sometimes our feelings or our misinformation can inform us with the wrong feelings because we have misinformation.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely have to I have to within myself, I have to watch that.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big.
Let me I want to share something inside of the mystical and the magical and the emotional, right? I've definitely had moments where I let fear of the mystical and the magical block my blessings because the blessing came by way of something that I was confused about, ignorant to. One of the things that comes up for me is yesterday's session with Jamie. She uses the tarot to share information with this community, but you can miss the mystical and the magical in the tarot and in the divination tools because you have a story, a false story that this is demonic, that this is not for you, and don't trust it. And some of the most powerful messaging that I've received is my being open to the divine speaking to me through people, places, or things. So my emotional state and my misinformation in the past about what the tarot and the divination or people who are gifted empathically and psychically had to tell me, I missed out. I come from a family of psychics, but I would miss out because I was taught by the church and other folks that that was demonic. So we can miss the mystical because of misinformation.
Wow. Miss the mystical because of misinformation. Receive. Well, I believe that that is time. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right. So, brother, I thank everyone for receiving me. For all those who shared stories, I truly appreciate it. I'm definitely have shifted my perspective just from hearing these stories today. And I hope that this adds a little something to your day. So may we all go forth today with the expectation of magical, mystical manifestations. Thank you for receiving me.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. They ain't ready to let you go. John Carl, let me make sure because you're my partner. Are you cool with the 2 shares before we close out? We have to resend Tracy in.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You sure?
Sorry, Shawnee, could you repeat your question?
Are you cool with us receiving the 2 shares before we close the session out? We have to resend.
Oh, definitely. I am truly enjoying this magical session. I don't feel complete. I want to feel this again with Sister's way of presenting it. This energy is absolutely amazing. I need this to start my day. Go ahead, Teresa, share with us.
Yes, I don't know. It just came to me is that like year before last, I declared that I was going to have a bikini party for my birthday, and it happened. And
Yes.
I'm declaring that I will be having my birthday party in Georgia this July 16th for my birthday. And the thing that I wanted to say along with that is that I don't know why, but whatever that you want, like I have to get different things for my house. So I'm gonna start looking for my curtains, my whatever furniture I want. I'm going to get a picture and write it down, the name of it, and the money and everything that I need, so I can have whatever I need when I walk into my home, that it would be there, it would be presented and provided for. And so anything that you want, if you want furniture, if you want a car, I dare you to write it down, to go and look in the store or look wherever you got and get it and see what happens. I'll be having a party in July, and I'm inviting all of y'all to come to my birthday party in July 2023. And I will be there. And I'm inviting you there.
We looking forward to, we all remember that bikini birthday party. You
Yes.
wasn't playing.
I wasn't that fun.
All right, we have Tracy Ann. You ready? Still there, sis? Tracy Ann.
Sorry, I'm trying to unmute. Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for this, as usual. And thank you, Shawnee, for saying what you said before. And I just wanted to say two things. I went through some real serious stuff in the past, like I want to say like 2 years, and it has me like questioning manifestation. So I was talking to my mom, I think the day before yesterday, and she was saying to me, we were talking about manifestation, and I was like, I'm not, trying to manifest anything, because with everything that I manifest just like blew up in my face. I felt like, and I said it has me questioning what is manifestation. So my mom was telling me that basically, I always dreamt big, you know what I mean? And I feel like God has given me everything that I've ever wanted. And when my mom said it this way, it made so much sense. She said, manifestation is not like some power that's coming from you. It's actually God created you and he put it there. So if it's there, it's because there's a reason for it, even if it doesn't come the way you think it should come or show up the way you think it should show up. So it kind of like reignited that thought process in me to dream big again. And as far as what Shawnee was saying about the tarot cards, yesterday I got on the call and I saw a tarot card. So I was raised Christian, right? Like Bible thumping, dropping on the floor Christian. So when I saw that, like, even though I want to think that I'm real open-minded, I saw like I got like this feeling in my chest. So somehow the call hung up and I was like, okay, forget it. That means that it wasn't supposed to be. But I really was like, okay, I'll listen to the playback because I want to see what she was talking about, because you can learn from anyone. And then yesterday, my coworker was telling me about another coworker, and the coworker was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay away from all the evil people. And she said, you can't stay away from evil people or who you think is evil, because you never know what message God is using them for in your life or what they can give to you. Or not to say the lady that was reading the tarot cards is evil, but it just brought it all 360. And then when you said that, Shawnee, it like clicked. Like God is we're all different. Our journeys are gonna be different. And we can't like close up our minds and shut ourselves out from what we feel uncomfortable with, no matter what it is. We have to tap into that. Like, why do we feel uncomfortable with that information or with that? You know what I mean? If you don't have to take everything that everybody gives you, you could chew the apple and spit out the seeds. And with that, I'm complete. Again, thank you guys all for this message, and I appreciate it. And have a wonderful day.
Thank you for your voice in the space.
Okay, sister, we approaching 8 o'clock hour, 9 minutes to 8. We have your contact information to share. There's no other hands raised at the moment. So we can move forward to closing out, and you can share your final words if you'd like.
Yeah, so my final words are basically what I just said the other moment ago, which was, let us go forward in magic and manifestation. Let's go forward with the feeling. Let's create the feeling within us and move forward today. I declare today is going to be magical for all of us, that we're going to have all kind of manifestations today. I love this Woo space, and I love each of us and the energy that we create together. And thanks again for receiving me. Thank you, Brother John. Thank you, Queen Tree. I appreciate the confidence in me to be in this space today. I'm complete.
Thank you. Would you mind verbally sharing your contact information? Can you read it on the screen?
Sure, yeah. Okay, so right. So if someone wants to get in contact with me, Sista Zaraya at Gmail, SistaZaRaya@gmail.com. I do have an Instagram at Watoto_entertainment. I have a children's entertainment company, so people usually contact me if they have children that they need to entertain, whether it be a birthday party or family reunion, church or community event. You can give me a shout at 917-795-5367.
Thank you. And for love offerings and donations, family, you can use our automated love offerings. Every month, we ask you to offer a donation. Share your energy with us. My own natural energy yields. That's how we see money here on Wake Up Everybody. And you can share with us in proportions of $25, $50, $75, or even $100. The link has been posted in the chat, and by clicking that, your donation will be effortless. So thank you so much in advance for everything that you've shared with us in now and in the future. And tomorrow, November 10th, we have another magical moment. Have the audacity to be happy. And I would like to be that person this morning, having the audacity to be happy. And that topic will be facilitated by our very own Mika Joseph. So join us tomorrow to continue the magic. And if you're new to our community, we welcome you. All newcomers are welcome with open arms to this community where we come to learn, elevate, and ascend. And remember, we are magical. So post it in the chat, whether you're new here for the very first day, very first week, or very first month. Share it with us so we can identify and celebrate you and your magic, family. And here is our schedule. We're here 5 days a week, Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and Monday and Wednesdays from 7 to 7:30, or a little bit longer. It's magical, and it always is. We're always streaming live on Facebook, and you can get your Woo alerts so you never miss a session. And you can text the word Woo Nation to the number 74121. That's Woo Nation to 74121. And for our Woo swag, visit us online at bit.ly Woo swag, where you can check out our merchandise in our swag store. You can get water bottles, coffee mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, tote bags, notebooks. We have a variety of items to choose from. And here again, we want to thank you for being present with us today and every other day. And if you don't know by now, here are a couple of ways you can stay in touch. You can register bit.ly Wake Up Movement. You can find us on Facebook at bit.ly Woo Community for our private page and bit.ly Woo Nation for our public page. We are on Instagram at Wake Up Everybody Virtual, on YouTube, bit.ly/Woo on YouTube, or you can email us directly, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. At this moment, I'm going to stop the screen share and invite you, family, to come off mute, show your faces, and bless Sister Zaraya with love. Zaraya, sorry. Bless our sister with love. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Zaraya.
Thank you.
Thank
Sister
you.
Zaraya. Love your energy. Look
Thank
at that.
you.
I
Wonderful.
love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so
Love you,
much.
love you, love you, love
Thank
you.
you.
Receive that. And I'm going to send it to
Woo!
you.
Thank you.
Let's move forward,
Love you,
everybody.
love you, love
Have
you.
a blessed day.
Yes.
It's so magical.
Woo-hoo. Awesomeness.
Let's move forward,
Hey.
everybody, and I love y'all.
Yeah. It's happening now.
Right now.
Yes. I see it. Can y'all see it? It's happening now. Woo-hoo!
I feel it.
Bye-bye, babies.
Imagine.
Mwah.